Hey guys. So I was looking for something to do because I don't want to overload with any of the games that I've been playing. I'm not in the mood to play Sims right now, especially since they just did an update that has disabled all my mods. So I will have to reinstall all of them, and I am not in the mood to do that tonight. So I thought about playing Stardew. I was about to go play Stardew because I was just kind of browsing around, seeing if there was any game that looked interesting. And then I saw one I have never ever heard of. And it's called Strange Antiquities. And basically, you are left a store, it looks like in the Victorian age, and you have to help solve people's problems. And there's a lot of uh, intrigue and mystery and the occult, and it just seemed right up my alley. Running an occult shop, that's like literally one of my dreams. So we're gonna check this game out. It's about $16 on Epic right now. I know nothing about it other than there's a cat I have to pet, and people have problems, and some things are cursed. Let's get into Strange Antiquities. I have downloaded it. I have installed it. That is as far as I have gotten. I don't know why I can't hear anything.
Did you mute all your...
Not that I know of. No. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. I like the use of could not. We don't have contractions in proper Victorian England. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Oh, poor thing, you must not know Hecate. Or the Morgan. Ravens can be very good signals. I'm just saying, if you're friends with the right goddesses, ravens are good. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is hit that.
Just don't know sound.
I do want to automatically label that. My sound's there. So why am I not hearing anything? I'm not hearing anything. Did I mute myself? No, I'm not muted.
It's weird.
It's very weird.
Anna.
Like, okay, so I've messed around and I have no idea why there's no sound, but we're just going to play with no sound. That's okay. So let's pat the cat, since that's something we're supposed to do. And ring the bell. So this is the thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull in lifeless, but in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge, it can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that's mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. And here's Jupiter. She's adorable. She found us and decided to make it her home. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There's an index in the back that may be of use to you. Oh, interesting. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. Interesting, interesting. I should be back in a few days. Safest not to touch things. Okay. So let's navigate our shop. Let's go this way. There are things. I want to touch the things. I don't know what the things do, but I want to touch the things. So far, nothing. And over here, there's other things that I can weigh. Okay. Various objects. It's hard and rigid, rough and pitted. Interesting. It gives you information about it. It's stone and a fossilized... Oh, that's fascinating. What? Thomas Pope, congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a man who have two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you'd be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. What the fudge is a hunter's boon? It's a primitive item. It grants the power of a predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay. Let's see if this looks like a hunter's boon. Let's inspect it. It's yellowy brown. It's smooth with hard ridges. Doesn't smell like anything. Sense of power. I'm going to say this is a hunter's boon. Looky, it is. I've identified it. It's a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sense of power. Yes, it's a hunter's boon. A Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or a feeling such as love or joy, then held tightly to recall feeling the same. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have connections to either the moon or the night. Okay, interesting. Yeah, go away. Can add labels to items while inspecting them using that. Okay, cool. So I stole something. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set upon my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Okay, so what's a shadow hold? So that's kind of the design. A shadow hold or oshotic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshotic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. And that's what it looks like. It has... Okay. Okay, so let's see. That looks similar. Oh, what about this? It's made of clay. The markings have been carved in it. Has a pungent smell. And it doesn't have... It's empty. I think that's it. Yay! I got it right. Oh, I like this game. Sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, made of a non-precious metal of some kind housing a gemstone of light. They carry warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. So I'm getting access to more things. I do have auto-labeling turned on. Thank you very much. Good cat. Good cat. What's with all these ravens flying around Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at him first. That man does like to burn things. They looked old. Maybe there's nothing of use here, but I thought of you when I came across the lot. I came across an entry on the shin. Interesting. We're going to set that there. I want to know how far I can go in each direction. That's it. Okay. All right. I'm liking this quite a bit. It's figuring out occult things. I want an Osic ring. Osic. That's a pleasing word to the tongue. Osic. Okay. What's an Osic ring? Corshun, the serpent goddess. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, or Corkin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corkin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Orsic ring to their ear. Okay. Doesn't give us much. But it's going to be ring-shaped. I don't necessarily see... This looks... cold and smooth green marble. And iron. I mean, that could be it. It's made of bone. It's hard and rough. There you go. A soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. And it's somewhat evil. Have at it, crazy man. correct.
Really getting to my
An evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart according to the popular myth, but the truth is a little less dramatic. But the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray from more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Okay. So do these get added to the index? No. Yes, they are. Okay. Interesting. Oh, he's someone to know. Edmund Bishop, the ornithologist, or bird person. 14th Lord of Gleeson Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege. Like the 13 before him, he's a man who would be easy to despise as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students have learned to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin, Declensian, by asking about local owl species or quizzing the professor on the increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting his stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing. As a rule, they only come together to feed. They're omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll eat anything they can get their talons into, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something out there. Something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernus might help put me at ease, or do the opposite. What is a voice of Cernus? The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties with skills. Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers of a stag, often wearing or holding a torque. And the torque is this thing around his neck. It's often worn by Celtics, and it is this right here. I don't even have to, I know that's the torque. I know what a torque is because Celtic is my path of choice. Spirit eye. There's some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show, another layer beneath the visible world perhaps, a layer that requires something more than traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. It is pouring rain here, like I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, day is closed, we're gonna pet the cat, and we've lost power. And we got power back. Benefits of being on a laptop. Then that's why I'm not streaming, because I don't have internet. It's going to take Wolf a bit to reload everything. He's mad. Oh, but that probably means we're about to lose power for real.
Yeah.
So I know this is a very short 20-minute introduction. It's only day one, but maybe I'll continue it tomorrow. Probably not, but I will definitely be playing this game again. Thanks, guys, and have a nice night.